4 Greens MPs have been ejected from a rowdy question time in Victoria, prompting the Speaker to demand an apology over what the opposition is labelling an anti-Semitic stunt. Victorian political reporter Simon Love is at State Parliament. Simon, just explain what happened in the lower house chamber today.
Well, around about an hour and a half ago, Tom, 4 Greens MPs held up signs that effectively accused the Victorian government of arming Israel. That came after a question from member for Richmond, Gabrielle Devitri, who asked the government if they would scrap a memorandum of understanding that the government signed with the Israel Defence Ministry. And the government insists that no major deals have been done through this MOU. But after that question from Ms Devitri, the Premier was quite strident in her response, and then the Greens members held up the placards that I hope we're showing you on our screen right now. So this is what happened with the Premier, and then the Speaker trying to interject and then eject, or at least ask the 4 Greens MPs to leave the chamber. So after that, the Premier and the opposition leaders sort of united to get behind a bit of a move against what the Greens members did. And the Speaker, Maree Edwards, said to the chamber an extraordinary move. She'd be asking the 4 MPs to go to her office and apologise for it too. She'd be launching an investigation, she said too, after 2 members in the public gallery caught the ire of this of the security as well. So this was an interesting incident that the Greens are defending. They're saying they're trying to highlight the Victorian government relationship with Israel amid the Greens' stance, particularly for the Palestinian community in the ongoing Middle East crisis.
What we are seeing here from a member for Richmond, is trying to join some dots for her own political purposes that are about driving division in our community. And she would do well as a member of this place to provide support to people who are suffering, not cause extra division.
There was a very clearly articulated question at the end.
Order! The House will come to order. The House will come to order. I am on my feet. The members for Prahran, Brunswick, Melbourne and Richmond can leave the chamber for 90 minutes. I propose to meet with those 4 members after I have finished in the chair today. I will be seeking an apology. If I do not receive that apology, there will be further matters to proceed with.
So not the only warning issued by the Speaker today?
Yeah, there was one from Maree Edwards to John Pesutto, who has come into a bit of a routine of trying to interject the Premier as she answers some questions, particularly coming from her own, his own side of politics. The opposition trying to go after the Premier on health issues, particularly with Mark Butler, the Federal Health Minister, highlighting that state payroll taxes charged on GPs that's planned may undermine the bulk billing system. But this was the warning from Maree Edwards to John Pesutto when he was interrupting Jacinta Allan's response.
This is unacceptable. Your microphone is off and you think that no one can hear you interjecting across the table. We can hear you interjecting across the table. I have ruled that you don't do it many times and you continue to ignore my rulings. I would ask you again to cease interjecting.
You have upheld many of those points of relevance, and it is a concern for my colleagues and I.
If you wish to discuss this matter, I will speak to you after question time in my office.
So, Tom, I'm waiting to hear who's in the naughty corner in the Speaker's office here.
Simon, thank you.